Hi guys, this is Guillermo from Guglatech, and today we will dig in the Japanese word. Honda Africa Twin 1000, whatever year, it's just the same. This is a fuel pump, as you see, still in the cellophane. 6,000 kilometers. We will open it up, check what's inside. I will show you how the pump is made, what's inside the pump, how to service the pump, and then how to make sure that it will never happen again. Let's dig in. Nice connector. These are just electric connectors. One is the ground cable. The other two are just a reserve sensor. On the bike, you have a floater, which gives you the level of the petrol inside the tank, and this just gives you the reserve. Once the floater reaches its lower limit, this starts ticking. Now, to open it, as always, check electric connectors. Just take a sketch or a picture on how they're connected, otherwise they will not work. Remove them. Remember, one is inside the frame and the other one is outside, so don't pull them off. Now, Phillips screws. I bet you're curious how come there is another tank here close by. This tank is a Honda CRF, sorry, 250RL, the first version. This is the pump, which we already dismounted like 3-4 months ago, maybe 5. And we'll talk about similarities. Nice screw. As you can see, there are 2 ground cables. One comes from the pump and the other comes from the rest of the system. You have to remove these small washers because they are the one preventing the system to slide off. One for each side. Let's not lose anything. Now, there are here 2 teeth or 2 tabs that has to be pressed to allow the upper part of the pump to be eased off the rest of the pump. So you have delicately pry open with a screwdriver and at the same time push open the teeth. It's not impossible because it's easy to do, much easier than the KTM 790 we did last week, which was really a nightmare. Really a nightmare, guys. I know whoever of you tried that, but it was not easy. Now, the resistance is done by the O-rings on top of the pump. And until it pops open, it will keep resisting the pulling. But there is actually no reason to be more aggressive, because you may break the pump, or think that it will not pop open. We have an O-ring here setting that will keep the pressure low, the pressure of the fuel inside the pump while pushing petrol. Now, this pump has never been opened before, so there is a bit of resistance and there might be a bit of petrol inside. So whatever you do, always be careful, because there is petrol and there might be petrol under pressure in the tank, in the pump itself. You can see it start coming apart. Sorry for the time it's taking, but I don't want to destroy anything. Slowly, the O-ring is giving in, and the pump is open. First O-ring that was giving so much resistance is the one at the base of the pump. Now, can you see the bottom of the pump? How dirty it is, how much dust and contamination is in the petrol? It's quite a lot. Not as much as I expected, but just 6,000 kilometers. Now, Johnny the strainer, and this is a 6,000 kilometers bike. It's already full of stuff. We will take better pictures and then we'll put them in the video for a later editing. That's the fuel pressure regulator. That's the pump hidden here, and here you can see a bit gray, more gray than the rest of the pump. It's a hidden filter, the one we will try to clean in the next videos. Here you can see a bit of corrosion. It's okay. To remove the strainer and to pull off simply the pump, you just have to make sure that no cable is in the way. This cable maybe pull off the pump. Just pull out the pump. Slowly and gently we let the cable slide in and we recover everything. This is your Honda 1000 CRF RL or whatever adventure, any kind of model, any model. That's the fuel pump. $250 fuel pump. They look quite the same. Even the writing is a bit different, but not the model. So I don't know what you think about this, guys. Okay, but okay, let's go on. This is the pump. Inside here, quite blackish. There is the fuel filter. There is the fuel pressure regulator. We can extract it and then put it back, but this is not our main concern. Our main concern now is the strainer. To remove the strainer, simply, gently, using the base of the pump, and then here it comes. As you can see, there is stuff inside. There is stuff below the strainer. We can separate the plastic because it's just somehow keeping the strainer from collapsing down. And I don't know you, but whoever tells you that petrol is clean is lying, simply lying. And this was mostly kept out of the strainer, but mostly is in the strainer. Whatever passed through this, passed through the pump, degraded in the pump, and ended up here. In the next video, we will show you how to clean this. And now, how do we preserve the fuel pump to being attacked by next petrol in the trip, a trip around the world, or just, next trip around your nice region, or just to go for a weekend out? Well, let's Google it for you. This is what we do. We design better solutions. And we design a much better strainer. What you see here is basically some compact fibers pressed together inside sort of a cage, then protected by this plastic issue. I know how to call it. We designed this. This is a 50 micron, that's a 42, 46 micron straight net. Outside the protective mesh, very, very strong. Inside the real filter. This fits exactly on top of the pump, at the bottom of the pump, like the original one. It's just bigger. So it will work better. It will, yes, work compressed, but this will allow the strainer not to be ever compressed or cause cavitation in the pump. And just mount it on the pump like the other one. There is absolutely no difference. Then you mount the pump back after cleaning it, but this we will show you in another video. Try not to get any cable in the way. Sorry guys. Even done. This is still wet, so I didn't have to put any motor oil. Should the O-ring be dry, put motor oil. It's easier for you to slide in, not to cut somehow, to pinch the O-ring. When this into position, we should actually pull this off and clean it. We will show you in the next video how to do it. But as for today's demonstration, we'll just put it back. Always avoid the cables, which I think I just dropped in the wrong position, so I have to pull it back out. Sorry. That's the beauty of the camera playing. Okay, much better like this. So we put this back on. cable always in the way. Strainer in. My lord, these cables. Check the cables. Oh, cable is in the way. Oh my god. My word, to make sure that something will go bad. Alright guys. Oof, finally. This was hard. Then we simply push back the system. That should go this way. Now this O-ring was the problematic one, so we'll put a bit of oil on top. We push down the system. Sealed and in position. Put back our spacer, keeping the pump from sliding off. We had 1 ground cable on one side, which I forgot on the other side. I will put it back at once. Then we have the 2 cables that for sure you took a picture of on the other side. Pump is back into position. Obviously not, I mean it's one piece, I'm sorry. But all it's quite easy to mount, there is not a big deal. Steel on steel, so do not be afraid, do not over tighten, but don't leave it loose. I just wanted to show you that here you will see better pictures. There is a bit of corrosion. There must be some parasite current going on here on the pump. Metal on metal, close to the connector, so there is some attacking the protective layer on the metal plate. Now, how do we prevent this to happen again? This to attack whatever is in the strainer and attacking the pump as well. How do we prevent everything to get into the pump and stay in the pump? Once it's in the pump, there is no way for it to leave. We have seen that at the bottom of the pump there is a fuel pressure regulator, which means that the fuel is recirculating inside, then coming from top and from bottom inside again the gauge of the pump. most of the petrol will stay inside and recirculate. We have seen that although there is a pressure of fuel coming back to the bottom of the pump, the dirt stays there because once it's close to the pump sucking it in, it's not exactly sucking, but anyway, admitting petrol inside, the dirt will collapse against the outer layer of the strainer and stay there. Unless you put a much higher pressure of fuel against, a flow of fuel against the strainer, it will not get clean again. So we just applied our Mazinga system, which means, again, creating a much better, much bigger strainer. Just, can you tell me the difference in surface? This is a real strainer. This works at roughly 42, 45 microns. This we don't know, but looking at whatever it's already inside and how the matrix has been destroyed and ruined by the position itself, I wouldn't say it's preventing the pump from getting destroyed or the main filter to getting clogged and thus killing the pump from strain. So you just push this on top and tighten at the bottom. Now again, this requires a bit of attention because there are plenty of strange things that you have to overcome. The matrix is very stable. The inner and outer meshes are strong, so it will not get cut by the action. It's just that it requires a bit of passion, like the one I had mounting back the cable, but that's an easy task. As always, sliding, not just pushing, sliding and turning, it will allow you to overcome all the obstacles. Easy peasy, you go on top of it. And the whole pump is covered up. The whole pump, everything. Nothing can go, something may go below or may go on top, but let's say 99% of everything will go first through our Mazinga and then reach the pump, preventing the strainer to be oversaturated, the pump to see whatever contamination, the main filter to be contaminated. Why did we take this tank? Well, since the base plates are basically the same, and we have seen also the structure of the pump, it's quite similar, about one piece. Just the floater is here on top, there we had the reserve level. Well, it means that since the base pump are the same, the entry to the tank is the same. And actually it is. Just to show you how easy it is to once mounted the Godzilla and secure it with some nylon cable, not iron cable, steel cable, because the connectors are open and exposed. So it's either the cable tie or some nylon, which you will receive. You just slide the pump back in. Now the control position. I have one bolt missing, so this is not the position. Bolts are precise, so it's not just any position, it's the right one. But I'm sure you know your bike better than I do. Well, actually, I'm trying to mount a CRF 1000 with the whole combination of the 250. But as you can see, it's sliding pretty nicely. Let's check if I got the other one proper, because I started without it myself. Must be proper position. I don't know, doesn't want to do it. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, guys. So the position of this one, let's presume it's the same as Honda, the other Honda. And here it is. Pump is perfectly closed. So you can see you can mount the Mazinga inside any tank which has the same pattern. With this protection on your bike, nothing will ever attack the pump again. And you can preserve and run longer miles and kilometers with your fuel protected. Obviously, the best protection would be adapting neck filter at the entry. But some bikes, you can see on this Honda, it's not easy task to put it on top as it's just inside the neck. Is it possible on your Honda 1000 Africa Twin? It's not possible on this one. Again, this is Guglatech. We work to protect you and to make your ride safer. If you like this video, subscribe to our network and to our videos. If you like the video, thumbs up and follow us. There will be more and more info and news about your bike and many other models. Thank you so much.